Hey, good evening, everyone. You got me, Neil the Deal, right here, right on talkinfight.com live. Wednesday night NFL show. Man, we got a big one coming up tonight. I mean, it is now the playoffs, NFL playoffs. I'm really looking forward to the games. A lot of the teams that I thought at the start of the year did come in and make it into the playoffs. And there are a couple of teams that I thought maybe would be on the bubble, Pittsburgh being one of them. But hey, we're going to talk about it. I want to thank you for coming out for our first show, NFL, of 2022. And guys, I started on Monday with the boxing show, first one of the year. I had a great show. I loved it. And this one's going to be as good, if not better, because we always get better, not bitter, as you know. So listen, we're going to talk a little bit tonight about the playoff matchups, the ramifications involved in what's happening coming up this weekend. I'm going to give you some predictions, my predictions. We're going to go over the predictions from the last episode that I did, the Wednesday night episode, which was, excuse me, excuse me, was December 15th. So it has been a month. And I did tell you I was taking a month off, and I want to thank you for your patience. Everybody needs a vacation. It's Christmas time. We all need to chill out, and that's what we did. I didn't watch any of those games, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I did not watch 4 weeks of NFL football at all. But I don't really care because it is what it is, and I already know what's going on. And it really didn't make any difference in the big picture because the teams that I actually thought were going to get into the playoffs got into the playoffs. So we just watched them from the start of the season. Most of them got better. As the season rolls on, teams get a little more glued, a little more comfortable, and the new players mold in better with the older players. And this is where we are. So playoffs 2022. Before I forget, too, see this hat, guys? I'd like to say hi to Patrick. All right. Patrick, thank you very much. He's a barber here in Mississauga. He has a great company. They're called Safari Barbershop, SB. All right. They're down on the lake shore. And if you guys need a haircut, Patrick's the man for the job. He's got a fantastic facility down there. And I really want to thank him for everything. He was very hospitable with me. I was told to go in and talk to him, and I'll tell you, I got a great haircut. I got some great beard oil from him. He creates his own beard oil. So go down, guys. Check out Patrick. And I want to give a shout out to Pascal Siakam from the Toronto Raptors. Now, Pascal, apparently, Patrick has said that he will give you lifetime haircuts for free at his facility here in Mississauga. It is called Safari Barbershop. Pascal Siakam, sir, you are the man on the Raptors. We all know. Scotty Barnes has been kicking it up too, but I'm just saying, Pascal, if you can get a hold of Patrick over there at Safari Barbershop, Mississauga, Lakeshore Road, I think Patrick would be ecstatic. His children would be ecstatic. And hey, you get free haircuts for life. And this guy is the champ. So get down there, Pascal. Bring all your buddies, your friends, maybe the rest of the Raptors, and get yourselves a little trim. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's move on to the NFL stuff. Get her going, guys. Let's do it. So we got a lot of ramifications going on. Like I said earlier on, there's a plethora of games this weekend that I'm really looking forward to these matchups. And we're going to start it off with the 49ers at the Cowboys. All right. Cowboys are favored -3. The over-under is 47. And honestly, it's a toss-up for me. I think this game is going to go right down to the wire, guys. I'm looking at it. I mean, the 49ers have played so much better lately. I mean, Garoppolo, he's had his ups and downs this year. Earlier on in the year, as you know, we talked about him. I didn't really like what he was doing, but then he sort of kicked me. He got injured. Something happened. Now he's got a thumb injury, apparently, but he seems to be able to pull through. And I'm really liking the way San Fran's come around, despite all the problems they've had this year with injuries, et cetera, et cetera. If they can hold on to the ball and they don't fumble the ball, I think San Fran has a really, really good shot of winning this one. The Cowboys, well, if the Cowboys, basically, I would say you got to keep them off the field. Keep Dak Prescott on the sidelines. I don't know, run the ball, do whatever you got to do, eat the clock, because if you give Prescott any chance to do what he does well, which is throw the ball, and at like 400 or 500 yards a game, then you're really flirting with disaster. So I don't know about that one, guys. I'm going to leave it up to you. I really like the matchup. I'm kind of leaning a little bit towards San Fran if they can keep Prescott on the bench. But if they don't, then I'm looking maybe the Cowboys can pull it off. It's going to be close, but it's going to be a great game. So check that one out, 49ers and Cowboys. All right, the next game we're looking at on this weekend is the Cincinnati Bengals -6 against the Las Vegas Raiders. Eric Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Unfortunately, as we know, Chucky is not no longer with us, but I think the team is playing a little bit for the legacy of Chucky. They really like him. He's a player's coach. I really like him. I mean, he has movies named after him. He's got dolls named after him. He's a sensational addition to the NFL. I always loved him as an analyst. He was one of my mentors, I guess you can say, with Don and Chucky, and of course going back to Cosell and Meredith. And R.I.P. my friend John Madden. Rest in peace, brother. I love you. You and Pat Summerall were the best on the West Coast games, as we all know. And boom, into the line. So rest in peace, John. You'll never be forgotten, and I'll always think about you, man. Thanks for all the advice and all the great games. I as a kid, I could not miss a Pat Summerall, John Madden, Sunday afternoon, San Fran, game out west and against the Cowboys or whoever they were playing back in the day. It was just it is what it is. So love him, coach. He was a great coach with the LA Raiders. Kenny Stabler, Fred Bolitnikoff. Uh, there's all kinds of them down there back in the day, and they had a Lester Hayes was a very vicious DB back in the day for the Raiders, and they had all kinds of guys like Villapiano. It just goes on and on. We got Lyle Alzado, you know. So good on you, John. Love you, man. Thanks for all the great memories, and you'll never be forgotten. So moving on to the Bengals and the Raiders. Bengals -6. The over under is 48.5. And that game right there, I'm really liking the Bengals. I mean, I've had some mixed emotions, but honestly, the Bengals -6, they should win this. I mean, Joe Mixon is going to be a big part of this. They sat out Burrow last week. I understand. Chase, of course, we talked about Chase, wide receiver for the Bengals. He's just lighting it up huge, and he loves the spotlight. He's like the new T.O. or the new Chad Johnson, whatever you want to call him. And you got your Antonio Browns in the day. He's a highlight reel every time he gets the ball. So I'm taking the Bengals. I'm literally taking the Bengals in that one, and that's what I'm doing. So we'll talk a little more about the next game here. Kind of an upset of the week, I think, a little bit. The Cards at the Rams. Now, the Cards got 4 points. They're +4. I think that game could be closer than it seems on paper. The last few weeks, Stafford's had some problems. He's thrown some interceptions. He really hasn't thrown a lot of TDs. He's kind of been panicking a bit. I think they split the season series again at 1-1. I mean, the Cardinals, they are missing some players, like their big receiver Hopkins, of course, which is that he'd be the game changer. If Hopkins was in the game, I'd be taking the Cards hands down. And we all know about T.J. Watt or J.J. Watt, whatever the Watt brothers, the other one, the older one, J.J. Watt. So unfortunately, I don't think he's going to play. Maybe he will. We'll have to see. But I'm kind of. It's going to be a 3-point game. It's not. It's one of those. I can't give you a real prediction. I wouldn't be betting on that game. That's for sure. But if I was to say take a winner. I might take the Cards just because of what's been going down lately. Take the Cards and the points, and hopefully they lose by a field goal, and you win with the +4. So, that would be the only thing I'd be doing there. So moving on, this is a big one. One of my favorite rivalries. Finally, a rivalry game, guys, where they just actually duke it out. They've been doing it for my whole life. I've seen many games, been in Rich Stadium, been at Ralph Wilson Stadium, for a while. Sometimes, you get a little rowdy and you get kicked out, but shit happens, you know what I mean? So, and of course, when they had Flutie, we had this little rivalry with them in regards to the Argos and the Bills. So those days are over. But anyways, love you, Doug Flutie. Nice on you. Pats and Bills, what a game. Over under 43.5. Bills are favored by 4.5. Well, we all know what the Pats have been doing lately, and we all know where the Bills have been going. Now, the Bills, they kind of had some rough spots, and I was not really that comfortable betting the Bills at the end of the year. I don't know, guys. The Pats, on the other hand, were on a major roll. Mac and Cheese there, the quarterback, Mac Jones. Mac and Cheese, I like calling him. He's he's a slick kid, and Belichick is always prepared for these games. It's a very hard game to gauge because Belichick comes up, as we've seen all year and throughout his career, with these amazing, how do you say, game plans against teams, and he out coaches the other coaches all the time. So that is a big problem. Now, if I really got down to it, what's happening this year, I mean, I always, it's like horse racing or something. I like betting the jockeys, I don't bet the horses. So I think I got to go with Josh Allen. I'm really not comfortable, but the only reason why is because Mac Jones is still a rookie. The game should be really close. I'm really going to think it's close. I'm going to call it. I think the Bills win it by a field goal, something like 23-20, but they don't cover. I don't know. It's going to be close. That one is really close. I'm not laying no money on that. It's just too close. But it'll be a fantastic game. And I always love that rivalry. And I love rivalry in sports. And I always say, that's what they've been taken out of sports. The rivalry is gone. It's all about the ding dong. And really, that sucks. That's why I like the World Juniors and stuff. They ain't playing for money. They're playing for the pride, in their country. So, next game, we're going to talk about Eagles and Bucks. All right, the Eagles and the Bucks. We've been watching the Eagles the last few weeks before I went on vacation, and they seem to be getting better and better and better. Jalen Hurt has been playing quite good. I know he's a great quarterback. He's going to get better every year. He's one of those guys. So keep your eyes on the Eagles. They are going to be a team that in the next year or two could probably, with the right draft picks, a couple of trades, something of that sort, they could get right back in the mix and really start pounding Dallas and even the Giants. They're another team that's starting to move up. So the Bucks are favored -8.5. So the Eagles got 8.5. The over under is 49, and I'm liking the Bucks. I just think Brady can do it, even though he's lost Godwin. Obviously, we know what happened to AB, right? He just kind of blew a gasket there a couple of weeks ago. Somebody texted me about the gasket blowing AB incident, and I was like, well, I guess he's out of the league now. I don't know what that guy's on or what he's doing, but man, fantastic athlete, but I don't know, man. That just is a real mystery to me. So he's gonna, he's lost a few weapons, but I think the Bucks just have too much for the Eagles in this spot, and I like the Bucks, so we're gonna go with that. Now we're gonna talk a little bit more about what's happening with, say, whoa, so hold on. The last game I haven't talked about was the Steelers and the Chiefs. There we go. So how can I forget the Chiefs? I just sort of threw that in to see if you were paying attention. My Chiefs are going to go all the way and win it all. Patty Mahomes, my boy, Mr. Hilaire, number 25. It's right there. Hilaire, 25. It's on the shoulders. There you go. 25. This team is on a roll. We're on a big roll, and nobody's stopping us this year. Brady, bring it on. He's going to get crushed. Aaron Rodgers, well, I don't know. Whatever. We'll see what happens, But the Chiefs are my team. They always have been. Many, many years. Love them. And the Steelers, well, this is basically this is Ben's last game. So I want to thank Ben Roethlisberger for a great career. I enjoyed you, Ben. Every game, I have so many Steeler fans and friends and guys that tell me they love the Steelers, and I always like the Steelers. Because you guys are from, you're hardworking Pittsburgh guys, Steel Town, and Ben, you were exemplary in your career. I really enjoyed watching you. You won a couple of bowls, so that'll put you in the Hall of Fame. all to you. You deserve it. And enjoy the last game. But I'm telling you, man, you're probably going to go out in an ambulance because we're not taking pictures. And Ben, you'll never forget this game because you're gonna get crushed. All right. So good luck to you. I hope you don't get crushed, but I truly believe you possibly could get crushed because we know that you have a few lingering injuries from the last 18 years. So one hit. Just be careful there, Ben. This is the last game, so just throw the ball away or do whatever. Just run away, whatever you got to do. The Chiefs, I loving them. I'll take them all the way. They're winning this game, hands down. So I'm taking the Chiefs. Uh, let's go on to my predictions for this week. Coming up, my actual betting predictions, guys. So get your pens and pencils out. Mark these ones down. If you got a little bit of Christmas money that I made you, if you remember, I was 5-0, and you should have a little bit of money in the account to be able to, put a little more down, win a little more, and a little more and a little more. So these are the. I'm only going to give you 3 games, 2 games, and an over under, and that's it. That's all I like this weekend. So first game I like, I'm taking the Bucks. All right. So the Bucks are what, minus 12 and a half, I believe. Oh no, minus 8.5 over the Eagles. I'm gonna lay the points minus 8.5. Take the Bucks. I just think they got a little bit too much for the Eagles, and when playoff time comes, Brady always seems to just come up with that miracle play, and I don't think the backdoor cover is going to be a big problem there. So I'm taking the Bucks. What can I tell you, Mr. Brady? It's Brady time. The goat is in town, and well, we're not even going to go there, but he needs to retire after this. That's all I got to tell you. Next game we got is my team, of course, the Chiefs. The Chiefs and more Chiefs. That's all I got to tell you. It's all about the Chiefs. We got masks up here, Chief masks over here. You know what I mean? Uh, yeah. So I'm taking the Chiefs minus 12 and a half. I know it's a big spread. They really haven't been able to cover spreads like this in the past, but in this spot against the Steelers at home, minus 12 and a half, the over under 47. I'm taking the Chiefs and I'll lay the points minus 12 and a half. So check it out. Uh, the last one I'm looking at is San Fran and Dallas. All right. The over under. I like the under in the San Fran Dallas game. I've seen a couple of different numbers out there. I haven't figured out the number, but I'm gonna give you in between this and that. Keep it as an under. So anywhere between 47 and 51. 51 is the high end. If it goes to 52, take the over. You know what I mean? Or 51 and a half, take the over. Anywhere down to 47. So those are my 3 predictions for this weekend. Hopefully you guys make some money. Last time we were mingling together on the 15th, my predictions were pretty good. That'll end up the show, and we're gonna go over that 1 month ago. It's been since I've done my NFL show here, so these were my predictions. The week of January 15th. All right. Well, it was December 15th. Hello, December 15th. I put January up here. Weird. So on the 16th, Thursday, December 16th, 2021, we had the Kansas City Chiefs playing the Los Angeles Chargers. Kansas City was favored by 3, +3, and I took KC. KC won the game 34-28. That is a cha-ching win, and my team took it down. Cha-ching! Ding dong, Avon calling. There you go. You put 1 million, you just won 2 million. Oh yeah, it happens all the time. All right, next game we got here. I looked at Dallas versus the Giants. I took the Giants with the 10.5, and I lost on that bet. The score was Dallas 21, the Giants 6, so I lost that bet. And but I did back it up with I took Dallas on the money line, and I won that bet, so they kind of evened themselves out. So there you go, Dallas on the money line, and then take the 10.5, but that didn't work out. So basically, I won one and lost one. So cha-ching, we still got a winner out of that one, and we didn't really do that bad. The next one I took was Atlanta versus the 49ers. The 49ers were -9, and that game ended up 49ers winning 31-13. Cha-ching! There you go. Another winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And that's what we do here at the Neil the Deal Show and Talk and Fight. We try to help you understand that there's a lot more to just the game involved. You need to get in their minds. You have to become a football player, something of this sort, and understand what's going on with their personal life. It's a very hard way to try to figure out who's winning these games, but I'll just give you the tip. Think about it. So we won that one. 49ers -9. 49ers won 31-13. There's another win. Cha-ching. Last one we took was Seattle versus the LA Rams. I took Seattle +7. Didn't work out. The Rams won the game 20-10. So that was a loss. Can't win them all. No big deal. We're just winging it over here. But if you watch that game, which I did lie, I did watch a bit of this game, and it was in the fourth quarter. And there was a very, very controversial call at the end of the game, which involved Seattle with the ball. And you got to go back and look at this because, again, the fix is in. All right. That game was fixed. I don't care what you say, it's on tape. They would have backdoor covered that game. We would have won that game. It would have been 20-17. All right. And then, maybe they get an onside and tie it up or who knows. But that call was terrible. I was furious about the call. And if you guys go back and check that game, Seattle and the Rams, I believe it was on the 19th, December 19th, rerun that game in the fourth quarter with about 4 minutes left, maybe 5 minutes left. I believe it was the running back or the DB. He was a running, like he fumbled, but he didn't fumble. Like, really, guys? So I thought we all know what's going on, but whatever, dude. So that's what we got there. I just want to thank you guys again for all the support last year, moving forward into this year. Thanks a lot for the shares. The shares, keep sharing with your friends. Neil the Deal, he's going worldwide this year. We're going to expand it up. Got some really good content coming up. I've got some shows I think you all going to really like. So come on out, check it out, share the show with your friend, like it, give us some likes, and tell them to subscribe. We love subscriptions, guys coming out, and if you slap that notification bell, it'll let you know when I'm coming up on Monday, boxing 8 p.m. Wednesday, NFL, where we're here now, 8 p.m. Friday nights 8:30, doing the NHL. I got some big stuff coming up on Friday, and yeah, we'll be talking about it. So we'll see you Friday, 8:30, NHL show, talkandfight.com, watch live. Thanks a lot again to Patrick at S&B, Safari, all right, Barbershop. Pascal Siakam, I hope you're out there, brother. I want to say hi to a bunch of my friends too quick. I want to say hi to Huddy. I hope everything's going well up there. I want to say hi to Donnie. I hope everything's going well out there. Andy and Jamie Wilson, I want to say hi to. And I also want to say hi to a friend of mine. We just call her Soft. All right. So how you doing, Softy? Thanks for coming out, and love you. You're awesome. All right. So we'll see you on Friday. Thanks for coming out. Always, as Neil the Deal always says, get better, not bitter. And I'm telling you, we're getting better over here. So let's keep her on a roll, guys. Enjoy your evening. We'll talk to you on Friday. Take it easy.